Welcome to the North Suburban Library District's The Basics of the Value Line Investment Survey Database. The Value Line database is extensive. It's got a ton of information for the casual and for the very serious investor of the U.S. stock market. Today, we're going to cover just the basics that once you've learned what you've learned through this video, please carry on and practice, and there's a lot more to be found. So the Value Line database puts the U.S. stock market on your desktop computer, on your laptop, on your tablet, or smartphone. It updates the daily prices of many of mostly large, but some mid-cap stocks. It offers sector analysis. Analysis of different industries like automotive, advertising, banking. It also lists the different dividends of the individual stocks, and you can explore dividends at different levels. There's a calendar, an economic report calendar, in which you can see upcoming government reports. For example, when I'm recording this on a Wednesday, this coming Friday, we're going to see the unemployment report, which is a very important report for how the markets move. The Value Line database covers at least 3 years of historical data. It's easy to use, and it offers different perspectives on a lot of data. Now we're going to discuss how to find it. On any of your computing devices, go online to the North Suburban Library District's website. It's down there below, www.northsuburbanlibrary.org. This is what our homepage looks like. This is where you'll land. And you'll see toward the left side of the bottom of the screen where it says Online Reference Databases. Left click on that. Here's a closer look at it, and it'll carry you to our database menu. On the right side, under Business and Investments, you'll see listed the Value Line Investment Survey online, and you'll left click on that one time. Just a reminder, we're going to be redoing our website, and in the future, after we've had our update, you'll click on, look for and click on our digital collection, and it will take you to the menu we just saw, and there you can click on our Value Line database. So once you've clicked on the Value Line database, you will come on to this homepage. Now, when you come into the library and you go to any of our public access computers and you go to our website, you merely have to click on the Value Line database and you'll get to this page. If you happen to go to our website from home, before you can find this page, you're going to have to sign in using your library barcode and your 4-digit PIN number. And there's always workarounds. If you've forgotten your PIN number, we can update that for you. But either way, whether you're from home or whether you're in the library, you can access the Value Line database. This is the homepage. We see a lot of different tools here, a lot of different places to click on. We're going to first start with where it says Browse Research. And if you left click on that, it's going to take you to commentaries. There are daily commentaries for the stock market. They're written at the end of the trading day, and then they'll be put online so that you can see what happened during the day's trading, as well as a few days prior to that. And there you can see our commentaries. So one of the interesting things the database offers is our commentaries. Here's a closer look at the commentary. They're not short. They talk about reports. They talk about different factors that have gone into moving the stock market for that day. So among all the other places where you go to read commentary, the Value Line database is a free place to go and get some extensive commentary. Now, if you let's go back to the homepage, and this is a close-up of that homepage, and you'll see once again we're under Browse Research, and on the right side is a search field, and in that search field you can put a company, a name, or you can put in a company symbol, and then we're going to use Tesla today. It's an active stock, and it moves a lot, and it's an influential stock. So you type in TSLA and then hit enter, and it would take you to to the Tesla to the Tesla single to the Tesla page. I'm going to back up for a second because on the pages you see you've got what they call ranks and ratings. And before we go any further, I want to discuss really quickly what these ranks are. So I'm going to back up a bit and interpreting the value line ranks. They always are in order from 1 till 5. Timeliness is how likely a stock is to perform ahead of the other 1,700 stocks in the universe of stocks that the value line covers, and that is in the next 6 to 12 months. So this is how likely that stock is to do better than the market as a whole. There's a safety ranking in which, for people that are interested in how stable the price is of the stock that they're researching, this is derived. There's a ranking from 1 to 5, 1 being the most safe, 5 being the least safe. Timeliness is 1 is the highest expectation of that stock moving higher. 5 is the lowest expectation. Safety is derived from the company's financial strength and its price stability. Then there's industry rankings, and these rank the price movement, the upward price movement of one industry relative to other industries. There's a technical ranking, is also another prediction of the stock's performance in the next 3 to 6 months. These ranks are published, changed twice a year, every 6 months. Value Line uses a special formula in these rankings. So let's go back to Tesla again. And this is the digital version of the database. Now, before we go any further, Value Line used to be published exclusively as a print edition. As time has gone on, of course, the computer has become more and more important, and now there's a digital version of the Value Line database. The current version of Value Line is a hybrid of the digital version as well as the print version, and some information is updated daily. Some information is updated every 15 minutes, and other information is updated at different periods. As we go along with this, I'm going to give you a recap of how often different information is updated. Anyway, this is our digital view of the Value Line's Tesla analysis. We've got the ranks on the upper left side. Safety looks like it's average in safety. Timeless means it has an above average ability to move higher. The financial strength is there. You'll see total sales, cash flow, all sorts of things. On the upper ribbon, you'll see the last price. When this screen was captured, the price was $920.57. This price is updated. It's delayed 15 minutes. So it's updated every 15 minutes. At the end of the day, it'll show you, well, at any time, it'll show you that the days change at the time it's put up. It shows you the latest bid and offer. It'll show you the 52-week high and low, gives you a lot of other information. So what I've done here is there's on the bar on the right side, there's 3 different bars, and I've shown what happens if you click on each of those 3 bars. The top bar will give you the last price, of course. It'll give you a 3 to 5 year target price range. It'll give you the 18-month target price range. If you click on the middle bar, it gives you much of the same information, but it also gives you the market cap, earnings per share estimated. And if you click on the lowest bar, you'll get the volume of the day so far, the beta, the alpha, the shares outstanding. So Each of these pages has a lot of information, and it lets you click on many parts of that page to learn more and more information. And all this information is updated much more often than in the print version. So the digital version of Value Line is a far more useful and valuable instrument than the print version. But that also has some virtue, in which we will get to shortly. I've also captured the middle part of the Tesla page. We're still on it. This gives you commentary. Commentaries are updated every 13 weeks. So this commentary has a date on it. Every 13 weeks, Value Line will update the commentary on a stock, and the ranks and the rating changes are on the right side of that. You'll get projections, earnings per share. You'll get valuation. If unfortunately, to do this, I've had to chop the screen up so it doesn't have a fluidity it would normally have. Here's another section of that Tesla. Gives you sales by date. It gives you returns. It gives you price stability in terms of 1 to 100, price growth, earnings predictability, rates of change. A lower part of the screen, it discusses the automobile sector and how Tesla fits within that sector. Gives you the technical rank. And so there's even more information here. Now, if we wanted to look at this information in it with another view, looking at it from the view of what it used to look like in print, and many people like the print view, many people find it easier to look at. So all you've got to do in two places on this digital page, you can click on and see the PDF report. On the top section, you'll see PDF reports on the right side. Left click on that, you'll see the most recent PDF report. On the bottom section, there's 4 places to click on the PDF reports. You can see how reports come out every 13 weeks by the different dates there. And you can also click on any one of 3 years. So that we've got 3 years of historical data there that you can click on. I'm going to show you an example of what the PDF looks like. The view. This is a view of what the PDF looks like. This is in the print version. It looks just like this. Many people find this much easier to look at. What's fortunate is on the digital version, you can go back and check these out very quickly with just a click of the mouse, as opposed to going back and looking through volumes of print. Plus, you can do this from home. You don't have the print versions at home. Here's another part of that PDF report. I've had to chop it in pieces. You can see on the lower right, you'll see the date when this particular report was produced, November 12th, 2021. Now we're going to go back to the home page, and we're going to see what else they offer in the digital copy. We're under browse research, and you can click on any of those parts in the row there: dashboard, markets, find ideas. We're still staying on browse research. And this is what they call a predefined screen. You see predefined screens. It says select screen, industry screens. That's another screen. And in a second, you'll see what that means. The predefined screen offers us a choice to look at the market, to look at the 1,700 stocks from the perspective of companies with a significant estimated dividend growth, the best performing stocks, highest dividend yielding stocks, highest PE, lowest PE, stocks rated number 1 for relative price performance in the next 12 months. So we are able to look at the 1,700 stocks through different lenses, and that's on these predefined screens. So I've clicked on the select screen. And here we can see part of that menu, best performing stocks, highest dividend yielding stocks. We're going to look at highest dividend yielding stocks, sometime for retirees or whomever. People trade stocks based on price performance, and other people trade stocks based on the amount of dividends that they get. So when the screen appears, it's an alphabetical order. So we'll see Aon up there and Abbott Laboratories. So we've got approximately 39 pages, 50 stocks per page, comes up to be close to 1,700 stocks. Now, each of these categories, timeliness, safety, stock price, dividend, we can click on and change the order of that information. So, and we also can customize these columns by clicking on different categories, and then they will appear in that screen. So you can choose which categories you want to be in that list. And I'm only showing a part of those because of the limitations of capturing a screenshot. So we're back to highest dividend yielding stocks. And I've clicked on the company name, and it's gone from beginning with the A's to starting with the Z's. So this is one way for you to begin searching through the stocks. You don't have to start always with the letter A. Also, on the upper right-hand corner, you can choose what page you want to have displayed. So what I've done now is we're going to see companies in terms of timeliness rankings. So I clicked on timeliness. This is the best performing stocks. So this shows all the stocks that are at the very highest, the best performing. So you can look at those first, and not look at other factors. Just concentrate on timeliness. We can also reverse order of timeliness, which is the least well-performing stock. So we can also look at from that perspective. Now we can also choose by left-clicking on safety, and we can look at the safest stocks, the stocks that have the most stable prices. And this has nothing to do with alphabetical order of the stock names. It's all in terms of safety. So now we can also look at dividend. By clicking on dividend, it lists those stocks that offer the highest dividend rating. So this one, the First National Bank of Nebraska, according to the day when this screenshot was taken, this particular bank offered the highest dividend. Now we can click on that as an individual company, and you can explore. This is the look at that company, very similar to the way we looked at Tesla. It offers a look at an individual stock. In this case, we've picked the stock based on its dividend, but it'll give you its last price. It'll give you all sorts of things. You can use the banner on the right to look at it from different perspectives. Now we're going to go and we're going to look at the other set of predefined screens. In this case, it's based on the industry. So we see at the top, this is in alphabetical order. We see based on the top, begins with aerospace, and then banking is at the bottom of our screen. The screenshot has its limitations, so there are quite a few more different industries that you can explore. So say we click on the automotive sector. It will show us the stocks in the automotive sector. It begins with them listed in alphabetical order. Arcimoto is there, General Motors is there. So we can see Ford Motor Company is there. And then, of course, it shows their timeliness, their safety, the dividends of the offer one. It shows you the most recent stock price and the 52-week low. And we can click on each of these factors, timeliness, safety, stock price and dividend, and we can analyze the automotive sector based on those rankings as well. So it offers you quickly a way to fluidly change your perspective on what you're looking at, depending on what you think is important in looking at a stock. So we've clicked on, just as an example, we've clicked on stock price. So here we start with the lowest price per share, and it goes higher. And so we can look at from lowest price to the highest price. We're going to talk now about another value that the value line offers. We have made a bit of abrupt transition from the screens. We're going to talk about model portfolios. Portfolio in value line is a collection of approximately 20 stocks that a person might have in their portfolio, and they're organized by how risky they are, but also if they have the highest chance. Actually, the simplest way to put it, they're organized based on risk and reward. So, and they're model portfolios. And so portfolio one has the highest level of reward and also the highest potential risk. Portfolio two, a bit for the more conservative investor, less degree of profit and less risk. Portfolio three is a person who wants to wait for long-term capital gains in a 3 to 5 year window, which is a longer, slower level of profit. And portfolio four is based on the investor who's looking at above average dividend yields, and they may provide a current income. So value line is giving you a way to show a collection of stocks that may reflect how you in general want to trade the market. So if you remember on the whole page on the very top, we have the different categories: dashboard, browse, research. Those categories are found often on many pages. You don't need to go back to the home page. You can find them on many pages. So we've clicked on Find Ideas, and it's under Find Ideas that Value Line describes what its model portfolios do. And they have a more complete explanation than I've given you. I've given you just a basic explanation, but they'll discuss more what the portfolios, how they're put together, and how they are to be understood. And on the left side, you can click on and see an example of what stocks are in those portfolios. So we've chosen portfolio one. So this is Value Line simulated or model of the stocks that would appear in their portfolio one. So Alphabet or Google is at the very top. It's alphabetical, and these are 20 stocks there that reflect what you might put in your portfolio one if reward was your highest interest and you were willing to live with a higher level of risk as well. So these will change periodically, but at the time of my screenshot, which was just a few days ago, late in January of 2022, this is what it looked like then. I'm going to move on now because this is a basic example, and I just want to give you a chance to see what's available in Value Line, and then you can go on and experiment yourselves. So as I mentioned, in a few days from today, the unemployment report will come out. Today, the ADP report came out. They both reflect job growth or job loss, and there's tons of other reports that come out. And an investor should be aware of what's coming down the line. So if you went to the value line menu at the top and you clicked on markets, you can see that one of the one of the categories opening up is economic calendar. And if you clicked on economic calendar, you would see what's happening in January. Now, this is just a screenshot. The actual page is much longer than this. You can look at the previous week. You can look at the next week. January is fully covered on the page. And then you can go, at least this week is covered. Go to next week, to the next week. So you can see what government reports are coming out, which may influence your stock position. Now, the wonderful thing about the value line is it offers a lot of information and educational articles so that any investor can improve and increase their knowledge of the stock market. Some people find trading stocks exciting. Other people find them scary. Other people find them a combination of both. But if you click on that menu, a ribbon up on the top, and go to investment education, you'll come to a series of pages in which Value Line will give you places in which you can increase your knowledge of investing in the stock market. So this is the page that you would land on if you clicked on investment education. And you can see here, there's a Value Line University, there's tool guides, frequently asked questions, instructional videos, and understanding how Value Line puts together much of its rankings and ratings. And there's a glossary to help you understand what certain terms mean. So that's another, this is completely for free, and it's a wonderful resource for any investor to have. So I've just clicked on and taken a brief shot of the Value Line University. So we've also clicked on Investment Basics. So it'll discuss the different types of investments, asset classes, bonds, stocks. You can see too, there's investment strategies, there's building a portfolio, studying a stock. Then on the right side, it'll tell you everything that's included in that page. So that's just one place to click on and all the information you'll get there. Here's what the view looks like of instructional videos. And you can choose different webinars and you can learn quite a bit here. Now, I want to end our discussion of the Value Line database just by combining and leaving you with a few ideas. Once again, our Value Line database covers 1,700 stocks, and these 1,700 stocks account for 90% of the overall capitalizations of stocks traded in U.S. markets. Our library's version allows us to create simulated portfolios. We can customize, as I showed, the different stock screeners. We do not have option markets or option values. In Loves Park, you can find print copies of coverage of the mid-cap and small stocks that will be published monthly beginning March 22nd of 2022 this year, and they will be placed in binders at our Loves Park location. Another thing to reminder, commentaries on each stock are updated every 13 weeks. That's 4 times a year. Different reports come out or updated on each stock every quarter, basically every 13 weeks. The screens are updated weekly. The industrial and technical ranks are updated weekly. The timeliness and safety rankings are updated twice a year. And the ratings are updated every 13 weeks. So this has been a basic course on a very extensive, very informational, data-heavy database. There's a lot more to be discovered. Please experiment. You can experiment from within the library. You can experiment at home. With your library's barcode and a PIN number, you can analyze stocks 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days from home or from the library. This is information you cannot find at Google. I hope this has been helpful to you. My name is Bill, I'm a librarian here. And if you happen to see me and you have questions about the value line, please feel free to ask. Other librarians can also be very helpful too. So that's the wrap up today of our basic instruction on the value line investment survey at the North Suburban Library District. Thank you very much.